Madam Speaker, I'm very pleased at this time to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Wisconsin, the prime sponsor of this legislation, Mr. Duffy.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I got to tell you, I've been watching my Democrat friends across the aisle do somersaults trying to whitewash their past and rename their dinners that they have every year, their Jefferson-Jackson dinners or Jackson-Jefferson dinners. There's a big conversation about the Confederate flag and what it means, which I would agree with my friends across the aisle. But what they don't want to talk about is the roots of where Planned Parenthood started. It started with Margaret Sanger, a known racist, a speaker in front of the KKK. She believed in eugenics, and she is the founder of Planned Parenthood. We should talk about the racist roots of Planned Parenthood, just like with the Confederate flag and just like the Jefferson-Jackson dinners that the Democrats celebrate every year. If you watch the videos that have come out about Planned Parenthood, harvesting little baby body parts and selling those body parts for a profit, that's disgusting. This is not a debate about abortion or even non-abortion, pro-life or pro-abortion. Those who are even pro-abortion agree that these tactics are unacceptable. They have no place in our society, and that federal tax dollars should actually go to fund an institution that harvests baby body parts for sale is absolutely asinine. You want to talk about health care? Health care doesn't mean Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood doesn't mean women's health care. You talk about defunding women's health care, there is no less money. There is the same amount of money that goes to women's health care. That's a false argument. We spend the same amount of money, but we say, you know what? When we have an organization that supports the harvest and sale of body parts, our tax dollars probably shouldn't go to it. Or better yet, why don't we let the states make that decision for themselves? If they go, you know what? That's an affront to our morals and our values in one state, we should say we're not going to send federal Medicaid money to that organization. And if another state says, you know what, we're okay with it, let them spend their money that way, giving states back the power to choose how they use their money. I got to tell you, I oftentimes sit back and am amazed that my friends across the aisle who talk about being very compassionate and caring and loving and supporting the downtrodden can't join us in saying, you know what, we probably should at least ban abortions after 20 weeks when little babies feel pain, when little babies can survive outside the womb. We are so radical in our position that we want to support abortion up to the point of birth. We won't even support you if there's a botched abortion and a baby is born alive, that we should probably try to save it. You can't even join us in that. You know what? It's a sellout to the radical abortion industry. I see the rally outside. The rally is a rally of Planned Parenthood that provides the largest funds to the Democrat coffers, to their campaigns. This is not about life. This is not about health care. This is not about abortion. This is about campaign money that flows from Planned Parenthood into my Democrat friends' campaigns. And sadly, I wish they would put aside their campaign concerns and start standing for state rights and women's health and little babies' lives.